right. I am so excited to be here with you, Yvonne Nightstand.
Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I feel so glamorous only being on a date with you looking like that. Like you really put on,
Thank you. You look amazing. I love the outfit.
Thank you so much. All right, my first question is, what's your view on one night stands?
I'm not opposed. Let's say that. Yeah, I'm always down, but I don't actually have them that often. I must say, don't get around that much.
No.
So my name is I'm a bit of a fake. I'm a bit of a fraud.
A fraud.
But let nobody know.
Even when you decided on the name?
Yeah, the name is just it was more about the pun than the actual meaning of it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny because nightstand is just like a little piece of furniture. So I thought it's kind of like the double.
It took me a while to get it.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it takes a lot of people a bit.
But when you say your name, a lot of times you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
It just slaps you in the face like, come on. Oh my God. When did you develop the Yvonne?
I started doing drag almost 10 years ago, just when I moved to Berlin because I had some friends that were doing it and I've been a fan of Drag Race for a really long time, so I really wanted to try it out as well and it just had to happen.
And last year you were even in the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race Germany.
Yes, season 1. First German queen to ever walk into the workroom. Last German queen standing on the stage.
Oh my, is that symbolic or what?
Yeah,
I think so. That's fucking iconic. Amazing. How was it? You must have been so excited when you got the request.
It was surreal because I've been a fan of the show for such a long time and I've always wanted to be on it, but I thought it would never happen. And then when they announced Germany, I kind of knew there was no question for me to, if I was going to be on it, I just knew I was going to be on it. And it was a surreal feeling, but it was one of the best moments in my life to get on and being there.
Because of the energy there and the creative people and...
Yeah, and it's just a dream come true. It's like, it's been a dream for 10 years and to suddenly have that come true, it was a life goal of mine, which I thought was maybe unattainable. And I ended up being there and doing really well.
Doing really fucking well too. Yeah, oh my God. But when you were back in Frankfurt, did you imagine that you would do drag at some point then?
No, I had no, I'm not even from Frankfurt, I'm from Mainz, which is close, but much smaller. And there was no scene, I had no contact with drag. I've seen a bit on TV maybe, and it kind of scared me, because especially the old German drag, the travestie is a bit different than the American drag. And but then I discovered RuPaul's Drag Race, and I saw how different it can be and how much it's just a creative outlet, and then I kind of got hooked.
Yeah. Was it back in that small village? Did you feel that it was hard to be yourself? Or?
I mean, I think it's always hard, especially as a queer teenager, to be yourself, because there's so much self-doubt, and there's being a teenager sucks, kind of. So yeah, of course it's hard to be yourself, but I'm a person, I have a hard time not being myself. Like, I'm not good at putting on you wouldn't think, but putting on a persona. So I always have been myself. I've just been developing more in Berlin, I think.
Okay, so the person you are underneath the hair, or like, could I say your daytime character?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same person, just with more hair and more makeup.
So you're the same?
I'm pretty much the same, yeah.
That's easier, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes it a lot. All right, cool. But now that we are dating, do you have any go-to move when you like someone?
When I like someone, I try to get a bit more, maybe I get closer to people. Like, I try to get a bit of body contact, maybe. Of course, all in a consensual way and nothing too gross. But if I like you, you will be able to tell that I get closer. Are
you a touchy person?
I'm actually not a touchy person. It's like kind of me showing, because I'm not a touchy person, me showing that I'm like starting to get a bit touchy. That's me showing that I like you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you go on a date with a person you never met before, what are like 3 questions that you would have to ask to get it like the correct answer from them to be able to like a second date is valid?
Yeah. First question would be what they do in life and what their goal is. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like people that want something from life and not just kind of float. Second question would be, are you a tidy person?
All right, you're very tidy.
I'm very tidy actually, yeah. And I need someone who's also, like I couldn't live with someone who's just pure chaos and messy.
Yeah.
And the third person would be, what's up?
What's up? If they're having a nice flow, make you comfortable, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying what I'm thinking now. Like, that would be important for me. No, but yeah. And the biggest red flag for you?
The biggest red flag is for me is being late on the first date.
I was gonna say, you are so fucking in time. Like, I never probably experienced it before.
It's the most German thing about me. It's funny because drag queens usually are notoriously late, and I'm actually always early, which is also not. It's also a bit rude to be early. So sometimes I just like hang around on the street and wait for like 5 or 10 minutes. But I like being on time. I think it's a sign of respect and of professionalism.
It is, for sure. Okay. Oopla. These gloves were a good idea first. Then-
Theoretically.
Exactly. Oh my god. Okay, and what is more intimate to you, having sex or kissing?
Kissing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think especially in the city, sex is like such a currency almost. But kissing without having sex, that feels much more intimate to me.
Yeah. It says so much. I was speaking to someone yesterday who said their needs, exactly. But they said their needs, oh my god, now it sounds like I'm a really terrible kisser. They said there needs to be a course on how to kiss.
Yeah, definitely.
But seriously though, it's really a problem.
And I'm not a huge fan of PDA, like public making out.
I mean, either.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a prude sometimes, but I'm like, I don't
Me
want to
too.
like tongue around in public. It's
No, or on the dance floor or something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me-
I get
Yeah.
really like stressed, and then I feel like, okay, but this maybe it means a lot for this person, but still
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I think it's just like I feel like it's like if I see other people kissing, I'm kind of grossed out because I don't think it looks that aesthetically pleasing, and so I'm like I don't want to look like this like in front of 1,000
Oh.
people.
That's weird though,
Yeah.
because I'm obsessed with people kissing.
Yeah, I don't
Like I
know.
love watching like photos and videos of people making out.
I hate it. When I see other people kissing, I'm like, oh.
Do you think the saliva is gross or?
I don't know what it is. It's mostly also straight people kissing.
Ah, yeah, well, depends on what porn you watch. But but yeah, I agree. In the photos that are put up on our faces, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, a lot of people say also that because you started your drag career in Berlin, and a lot of people say that they feel more like free to do what they actually want or find themselves in Berlin. Why do you think that is?
I think it's mostly just all the possibilities that you get here that you probably don't get in a lot of hometowns where people are from. It's just there's so much to explore and there's so many people from all over the world and from just so different people, and you see things that you haven't seen before, and you can identify with people suddenly that you haven't even thought about maybe before.
Yeah, and to me, I know that I have felt in other cities where I lived in, I felt so much more judged, or like
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to be a newbie at
Yeah.
something, because then people are like, you're just trying out, like that's embarrassing. Either
Yeah.
you should be a pro, or like, don't do it.
Yeah, but I feel like Berlin isn't judge-free. As like people like to make it out as like this completely judgmental-free zone. I think that's not quite true. I think there's some judgment going on as well.
Yeah, tell me about it, the gossip.
Especially, I mean, the drag scene is always a bit judgy. So
Yeah, it's part of the fun to watch at least.
yeah, exactly. And I think it can be fun to be like shady and like have your little back and forth with queens. But I think some take it a bit too far, and especially if you don't know each other that well. Sometimes it comes across more as insecurity than playful shade, I think. Like if I have just someone random come up to me at the club and just kind of start insulting me, I'm like, okay, hello.
You
Yeah.
mean like harassing?
No, it's this thing in drag that people like to be shady and make fun of each other, which
So
is
another
fine.
drag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. But if we complete strangers, I think it's maybe nice to start with a hello. You look
Yeah. Like I see you
Yeah.
and also to connect a little bit before you just like smash.
Yeah, exactly.
To find the vibe, because you have a different vibe with everyone.
Exactly.
So you cannot. And then it gets even more playful and fun, at least.
Exactly.
To me.
And
like,
if you know each other, you can really go deep.
yeah. And like just the stings
Yeah.
that are like,
Exactly.
that's hot. Yeah, that's better actually. I am. All good?
Yeah, sorry for being awkward.
No, it's good.
We love it.
But I know, like, also, Berlin is, like, you started your drag career here. You have a show that we're gonna speak about pretty soon that also is in Berlin.
Yeah.
Still, and to many people, it's like a queer mecca. Like,
Yeah.
people are coming here from all over the world, and they're like, I can realize my sexual fantasies or my different parts of my personality in various ways in clubs, mostly, I guess. But what is your view on this? Like walking in the streets of Berlin and just like, what's the city like?
I mean, totally. It is a queer mecca, and especially the clubs, which are the safe spaces, are amazing. But I think we also live in a bubble sometimes. And for example, me, I don't like to go on the street, or I don't use public transport in drag because there's still a lot of homophobia on the streets and transphobia, and just generally, it can feel really unsafe. I feel like in Berlin, which people think of it as a super safe city as a queer person, but I think this is not always the case, sadly. And also, I feel like it's gotten worse, sadly. I think we're kind of regressing instead of progressing, and just not just in Berlin, generally in the world and society. There's been a bit of a shift towards the back, sadly. So it's been a bit, not scary, but it's been...
Yeah, I think it's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. It's concerning, I think.
Yeah, very
the way
much.
things going, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really scary. Like, you're scared of even thinking that history repeats itself and these things.
You would never think that. You would think it's always progress. There's no way. And then you suddenly see all these things going backwards, and you're like, oh, what's going on?
How, or maybe this is too personal, but how's your family? Are they a big support?
My family has huge support. They love it. They don't always get it because it's which is obvious because they're like older German people from like rural Germany, but they still support everything and they love it, and they wear my merch and they're just super cute.
That is
I love
so
them.
fucking
Yeah.
cute. You should have a family photo, all like you dressed up like this, and them all in your merch.
I have a really funny story. I was performing for Work the World from Drag Race. This is like this big tour they do, and the German queens were opening the top 3. Oh, you have a bit of lipstick on your nose.
Oh my god, how is that even possible?
We haven't even made out yet.
Exactly. Or
Wait. So and my parents were there for the meet and greet, and my mom and my dad showed up in merch, but bootleg merch. My mom faked my merch and came to the meet and greet in fake merch.
How? What? And you spotted in 1 second?
Of course, I saw it. I was like, what is that? What are you wearing?
Did you lose the real one?
Sorry?
Did you like lose the real one?
No, she just like she didn't know how to buy it, so she just made it. It was really cute actually, but
That
it's
is
also
so
very
funny.
funny to wear bootleg merch of your own child.
I want to see how that looks like.
I'll show you a picture later.
Yeah, maybe we pop it in there.
Yeah, we can pop it in.
So cute.
For the Sasha Velour show,
Yes.
I'm still working on the concept because it's we're filming this in advance a bit, so so I'm still working on the concept. But it's an old number that I'm kind of reprising. I already have the costume. Luckily, a really good friend of mine, Amy Lou, made me a beautiful costume, and I'm just really excited. It's gonna be really fun.
But because for me, for example, you said you're the same person daytime and nighttime. But for me, for example, I can have some accessories that when I put them on, I feel I get into like a character.
Yeah, of course.
Like it builds on. Do you have anything that is like a lucky something you wear when you feel extra nervous, or something that just puts you in a different headspace?
I don't have one certain thing, but I like to make sure that I put something on that I know that I look good in. Because when I don't feel like I look good, then then the nerves kind of kick in, because then I start doubting myself. But if I have something that I know I look good in and feel comfortable, that's when I perform the best.
Yeah. And sometimes, we talked about it before, sometimes you lay out an outfit, like I did this morning, and you're like, wow, that's so fun. And you put it on and you're like, that's so weird.
No, but I love
No, but
the
yeah, this is
outfit.
okay. But
Yeah.
but you know that you're like, so the whole thing of like trying something out a couple of times before have you already tried out this outfit? Yeah, and you are like
no, I don't experiment with my makeup when I have like something important, because then usually there's something that goes wrong, and then you're like, no.
Yeah.
So I like to stick to like a smoky eye and an outfit I always wore.
Yeah. And that's smart. This sticking to what you know. But would you easier fall in love with someone who's similar to you, or someone who's different to you?
Someone who's different to me. I could not bear dating someone who's like me.
All right, and that goes in more so the shy personality, or more so also being into drag or being a drag?
No, I think I have a bit of shyness in me, but I'm also quite outgoing. It's like a weird combination, I don't know. And I think I would be a bit annoyed by myself if I was dating myself.
Me too.
Because I'm also a bit erratic, and I like things a certain way, so I'm difficult to date, I think.
Yeah.
And I need someone, they go for people that are a bit more quiet and a bit more lay low, and that are just a bit more chill. I'm very intense.
You are very intense.
I'm very intense, yeah.
Yeah. Was that a trial and error to find that?
Yeah. And it's not easy to find.
I just figured. Because then you're like, I know what I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want drama. I don't want someone who is like too...
Yeah, but I think it's good to know what you want and just not to take anything that sticks. Like, I'm very picky. If it's not 100% the right fit, I'm
out.
Yeah.
But you're also an artist. You do music too.
Yeah, I mean, I do everything. I went to fashion school. I do fashion. I do music. It's kind of a track thing to like have your hands in all the pots, I think.
To be good at everything.
Yeah, to be good at everything.
Also, like, not only the looks, the fun, the wittiness, the humor.
Yeah, hosting, dancing, singing. Well, I can't sing, but I pretend to.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's so fun. Okay, so much. But okay, but I watched your German.
Yeah.
Like more of a rap, right? Or
yeah, it's like a
rap song.
There's a single coming out called Sie feiert gern with my friend Sita Messer. It's coming out on the 8th of March, so I think it will be out already.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this, between rap and singing, because maybe I'm not the best singer, so I have to kind of like fake it. But it's a very fun, it's like a clubby, fun little song that we did.
I mean, I feel that my view on you is that you're a perfectionist. And that you're very have very high standards for yourself.
Yeah.
Does that also put a lot of like anxiety in your everyday life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I'm my biggest enemy when it comes to that. Like I'm in my head a lot and I judge myself a lot. It's funny because I also love messiness. Like I love messiness and I love kind of like ugly things. But deep down I'm a perfectionist. So even if it's messy, it needs to be the perfect messy.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on in my head when I'm doing drag.
And then, speaking of, you have your own freaking show.
Yes.
How much anxiety do you have for the one? Was it 28th of March?
The 15th. Oh no, 20. Oh, sorry. Wait, sorry. The 25th. So.
Music 15th.
Yeah.
Show for everyone in Berlin. 28th.
25th.
25th of March. In 3 days. Perfect.
Yeah, it's in Hamburg. It's actually Sasha Velour from RuPaul's Drag Race US has touring, and she asked me if I wanted to be in her show, which is a huge honor. So I'm going to be sharing a stage with Sasha Velour on the 25th of March in Hamburg, and I have a lot of anxiety because it's like it's one of the biggest things in my career so far. But I'm also really excited because I think it's going to be very fun, and I can't wait to
spoil something for us.
It's going to be artsy.
Artsy, of course.
It's going to be about being beautiful, of course.
About being beautiful. Oh fuck. Okay, no pressure. No, but I mean, when you are you actually in love right now?
No.
No.
I'm also not dating right now. I have like dating fatigue. just like
Here
just
we
a-
are. I'm like, ah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is my way of breaking
It's
up
fine.
with you.
So quick.
It's not me,
A
it's
quick,
you.
beautiful moment. Oh, wow.
No, just right now I'm just kind of focused on working and my friends and really enjoying life.
And not even one night stands. How can people flirt with you? What should they say if they fancy you and want to get you to notice them?
Probably just hey.
Yeah, okay, don't forget
I'll
the
take
hey.
anything. No, I'm a terrible flirter actually.
Yeah?
So if you make an effort, I'll be very happy because I'm probably too shy to make the first step. So just
Oh, you're
anything.
shy.
Yeah, I'm actually quite shy.
Oh, that's so fucking cute. A lot of people love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but
It
sometimes
always-
it's hard because you like.
You don't get what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true, and you get always what you want, I feel.
Yeah, I
Except
deserve
that.
it.
You do deserve it. So we need to work on that then maybe.
Yeah.
Somehow. Maybe you can walk around with the fishing thing, and then you don't have to talk, and you
I
just
don't know if
catch
people
them.
would like that, but we can try.
No, maybe that was a really bad idea actually. Cheers again.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.